Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have a Salon Empties for you guys. I'm not sure if this is going to go up before New Year's or after, but this will be the last Salon Empties of 2019. I'm hoping to also get a last empties of 2019 done at home as well, but I wanted to get this one done today. It's been very busy at the salon. It is definitely the busiest time of year, so I've been going through a lot of things, and I thought I would share that beauty garbage with you guys. So let's dive into the box. So first things first, I went through a box of gloves. Now these are the Touch and Tough nitrile gloves. These gloves I actually got from my husband. He owns a Mac tool truck franchise, and I got these gloves from him. I was having a lot of issues poking my nails through the ends of my gloves. I've been having that problem for about 15 years. And these are the first gloves that I ever found. I went through an entire box of, I think, 100 gloves, and I didn't once poke through the end of the gloves. Unfortunately, I can't get these anymore, so I'm devastated. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So if you own a salon or you're a nail technician or an esthetician and you have found gloves that you don't poke your nails through, please comment them below because I am desperate. I think I've got like 4 gloves that I found that'll get me through like a couple of pedicures, and then I'm screwed. So please let me know your glove recommendations down below in the comments. Thank you so much. I've got a bunch of little empty bags here. So I went through one package of the medium grit arbor bands. These are what I use on my e-file. And then I went through a few sizes of my clear tips. I do like the clear tips. I prefer to tip on new sets than to do forms. I prefer to do forms as like a repair type situation. So I do go through a fair amount of tips. I order them on eBay. I'm sure I've mentioned that in a previous empties video, but I put these aside because I thought it would be funny to show you the sizes that I actually use up. Because it's too bad that I can't just buy the sizes that I need. Quite often I have to just buy like a pack of 500, which gives you all the sizes. But these are the 5 sizes I use the most. So 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9. So almost everybody's thumb is like a 1 or a 2, and then everything in between is like 4, 5, 6, and 7, and the 9s are most everybody's pinkies. So I go through these a lot, and I do buy them online. They're inexpensive, but they take a long time to come. So I always try to stay ahead by like 1 package. Before I open the next package, I've got a backup already. I used up another jug of my C&D Scrub Fresh. I know I have these quite often in my empties videos. This is the nail surface cleanser for the gel line that I use. I know a lot of people mix their own acetone and alcohol. I just prefer to use Scrub Fresh. I've been using it for like 13, 14 years, and I do find it makes a difference, and I don't go through it terribly fast. I might go through, I would say 2 or 3 of these a year, which is not too bad. They're about $35 a piece. And then I just refill my dispenser from the big jug. So I have since repurchased that. I do try to pick it up when it's on sale because it does go on sale quite often. So when it goes on, I always pick up at least 1 big one. And I went through 2 jars of the clear Brisa gel. This is my main gel line that I use on most of my clients. So I have repurchased 1 jar of these, but I did notice that I got the January flyer for Maritime Beauty last week, and I noticed that these are going on sale in January, as they often do. So I've got 1 because I wasn't going to make it through the holiday season. So I picked up 1 jar, but next month I'll try to pick up at least 2 more, depending on what finances will allow for. Basically, when it goes on twice a year, usually right around my birthday when I'm broke and right after Christmas when I'm broke. So I just buy as many as I can when they go on, and then when I run out, I have to buy it full price, is what it is, right? With that same line, I went through a bottle of the Brisa Bond, so that's the bonder that goes with that same gel line. I usually go through about 1 of these for every 2 big jars of gel. Lasts a long time, not expensive at all. I have also been using the Artistic Nail Design Rock Hard Gel. I started using this a few months ago on just a couple of my clients that I noticed were getting a lot of lifting. I just decided that sometimes it helps to try something new, and this is something I can buy at Maritime Beauty. I can pick it up locally, something I prefer to do as opposed to ordering everything online. And it's not an expensive line, so I have 2 or 3 clients that this is working very well on them. So I will continue to keep that on hand, but I just went through one jar. I have another jar on the go right now, so I'm probably going through this very slowly compared to the other because I'm only using it on a couple of people, but I am liking it, and I have used it on myself, and I do like it on myself as well. Also from Artistic, I went through 2 of the Artistic glossing gels. This is the top coat that I used on most clients. This is old packaging, new packaging. So I went through 2 of those, and they actually recently went on sale through Maritime Beauty. So I've got one open bottle somewhere. I've got one open bottle here, but I've got 2 unopened bottles in one of my drawers down here. So I'm good for that for a while. And I also went through a bottle of the Artistic pH Prep. This is like it's a pH balancer. It also is a little bit of a nail dehydrator. So I use that before the Breeza Bond, and I use that as well when I'm using the Rock Hard Gel. So I have since repurchased one of those, and it also went on sale when the Top Gloss went on sale, so I picked up 1 extra of that as well. So I'm well stocked in terms of top coats and bonders. I just need to stock up on my gels in January. I also went through a bottle of the Shellac base coat. This is the base coat that I use when I'm doing soak off clients. So if I'm doing a soak off client and they're getting the shellac, I use the shellac base coat. If they're using the Artistic gel colors, I'll use the Artistic base coat. I do find it makes a difference to use the appropriate base coat with the matching gel polish, if that makes sense. I do find the application does make a difference. Top gloss doesn't seem to matter as much, but the base layer really does. So I have gone through one of those, and I did repurchase it, but I got the small one this time. I can't remember if it was because it was on sale or if it was just that I'm not going through it as fast as I used to because I have a lot more of the Artistic than I used to, so I'm kind of splitting it up between the 2 different types of base coats. And then lastly for nails, I did use up a jar of like black glitter. It was probably 3/4 of the way gone, and then I just consolidated it in with another black glitter just to get this off of my shelf. Not very often I go through like an entire thing of glitter, but this was a pretty small container. Everything in here is very sticky, and I'm not 100% sure why, but every time I reach in that box, my hands get sticky. I did go through a blend of essential oils. So this is the doTERRA Forgive blend. It was nice. I wasn't sure what it smelled like before I ordered it. That was one of the reasons I got it. I had points, and I was like, oh, I haven't smelled that one before, but it sounds like it would be nice. It wasn't my favorite. Clients really liked it, but I don't think I'll repurchase it. I have so many oils, I really don't need to be buying like replacements unless they're like staples like peppermint. And then I went through a bottle of the Alpersan foot care foam. This is my preferred, as opposed to like a lotion for the feet. This is what I like to use when I'm doing pedicures. It's really good for dry skin. It's also antifungal, which is really great because it can't hurt. I really like to use this on clients for pedicures. It's a foam. It comes out like a foam, but when you emulsify it between your hands, it sort of turns into an oil. So rather than like laying on top of the cracked dry skin, it really gets into the crevices. So I find this really, really effective. I have not repurchased it, but I will be doing that before we get into the down south pedicure season. So it's on my list. I've actually been using this since the first salon I worked at in like 2005. So I really, really like this line, and I will continue to use it. And then lastly, I've got a couple of facial products actually to share with you guys. I don't do a lot of facials. I do a lot of nails, some pedicures, a lot of brow waxing. Those are sort of my like wheelhouse of things that I do on a daily basis. There are days like today where all I'm doing is nails, but I do also do facials. I used to work for BioElements, is the skincare line that I've got here at the salon. I used to work for them doing education within the province that I live. And As I mentioned, I don't do a lot of facials anymore, but I do some. So I did have a couple of things that were right at the very end that I finally used up. So first of all, I have the Makeup Dissolver Perfected. So this is their makeup remover, obviously. This is their sort of liquid one, and then they have another one that's called Gentle Cream Eye Makeup Remover. I actually prefer that one. This one can kind of sting the eyes a little bit if you get too much on the cotton pad, so I won't repurchase this, but I probably will replace it with the Gentle Cream Eye Makeup Remover. And then I used a jar of their enzyme therapy. So this is basically like an enzyme exfoliating mask that you use for the exfoliation step of a BioElements facial. So it's a powder, you mix it with a gel called softening gel, put it all over the face, steam, and leave it on for 5 to 7 minutes. Really, really like this product. This was an almost empty jar, so I do also have a full one on hand, so I don't need to repurchase it because I've already got a backup on hand. And that's it. That's all my empties for today. Just a quick little sharing of my garbage. I just wanted to sort of share that stuff with you. My last empties of 2019 for the salon. I wanted to start the year off without a box full of trash in my cabinet. Always a great way to start off the year fresh. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.